Welcome. Today, we're diving into 20 important insights that can help you understand women better, deepen your relationships, and communicate more effectively. This isn't about weaknesses or control. It's about empathy, respect, and connection, inspired by the work of Dr. Laura Berman, a leading expert in relationships and intimacy. This guide will empower you to create stronger bonds with the women in your life. Let's get started. Number 1. Emotional intelligence matters. Emotional intelligence is one of the most important qualities you can develop. When building meaningful relationships, women often value emotional connection and empathy very deeply. And this means being able to recognize, understand, and manage both your own emotions and hers. It's not just about controlling feelings, but about being present and sensitive to what's happening emotionally for both of you. When you show genuine empathy, truly putting yourself in her shoes and validating her feelings, you create a foundation of trust and safety. This emotional awareness helps you respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively, which makes difficult conversations easier and strengthens your bond. Emotional intelligence also means being patient with yourself and with her, knowing that emotions can be complex and sometimes overwhelming. Developing this skill makes you more approachable and reliable, allowing intimacy and connection to flourish naturally. Number 2, communication styles can differ. So active listening is key. Men and women often communicate differently, not better, or worse, just differently. Because of this, one of the most valuable skills you can cultivate is active listening. Active listening goes far beyond simply hearing words. It means fully focusing on what she's saying, noticing her tone and body language, and genuinely trying to understand her perspective. Instead of waiting for your turn to talk or planning a response while she's speaking, give her your undivided attention. Ask clarifying questions that show you care, and repeat back what you've heard to confirm you're on the same page. This kind of listening creates emotional safety and shows respect for her thoughts and feelings. It also helps prevent misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts that often arise from miscommunication. When you listen with the intention to understand, rather than just to reply, you demonstrate that her voice matters to you, and that's a powerful way to build deeper trust and connection. Number 3, trust is foundational. Trust is the bedrock upon which all meaningful relationships are built. It's far more than just believing someone won't hurt you. It's a deep sense of confidence that the other person has your best interests at heart, that they are honest, reliable, and consistent in their actions. Building this kind of trust doesn't happen instantly. It requires time, patience, and continuous effort from both people involved. Every action, word, and choice contributes to either strengthening or weakening that trust. Being open and transparent, following through on commitments, and owning up to mistakes are all critical components of building trust. When trust is present, it creates a safe emotional space where both individuals feel comfortable being vulnerable and authentic without fear of judgment or betrayal. This safety allows the relationship to grow deeper and weather challenges with resilience. Without trust, doubt and insecurity can seep in, making connection difficult or fragile. Therefore, nurturing trust daily through consistent behavior and honest communication is essential for creating lasting, meaningful bonds. Number 4, appreciation and affirmation go a long way. Showing appreciation and offering affirmation are powerful ways to strengthen any relationship. These aren't grand gestures, but simple, sincere moments that make the other person feel valued and understood. Small compliments, whether about her personality, effort, or appearance, carry significant emotional weight because they communicate that you notice and cherish who she is. Affirmation can come in many forms: verbal praise, a thoughtful gesture, or even just a genuine thank you for something she's done. These expressions of appreciation foster a positive emotional environment, encouraging openness and trust. When people feel appreciated, they're more likely to express themselves honestly and invest more deeply in the relationship. Over time, Consistent affirmation builds a reservoir of goodwill and emotional connection, making the relationship more resilient and fulfilling. It also boosts confidence and reinforces positive behaviors, creating a cycle of mutual respect and love. Number 5. Women may express stress differently. Recognizing this helps you offer better support. Stress is a universal experience, but how it manifests can differ greatly from person to person, and often there are gender-related patterns. That can help you understand what's going on beneath the surface. Many women tend to express stress through emotional channels. This might look like increased sensitivity, needing to talk things out, or withdrawing to process feelings. Sometimes these expressions are subtle, a change in tone, less energy, or seeming distracted. Recognizing these signs is important because it allows you to respond with empathy, rather than impatience or frustration. Instead of making assumptions about what she needs, the best approach is to listen carefully and ask open-ended questions that invite her to share. Offering support that matches her way of coping, whether that's providing space, engaging in comforting conversation, or simply being a calming presence, makes her feel seen and cared for. This level of attunement not only eases her stress, but also strengthens the emotional bond between you. When you respect and adapt to her unique way of expressing stress, you show that you truly understand and value her experience, creating a safer and more supportive relationship environment. Number 6. Intimacy isn't just physical. Emotional closeness is just as important. When we think of intimacy, physical connection often comes to mind first. But emotional intimacy is just as essential, if not more so, for a healthy, lasting relationship. Emotional closeness is the foundation that allows people to truly know and accept each other. It means creating a safe space where vulnerability is welcomed and encouraged, where you can openly share your fears, hopes, and inner thoughts without fear of judgment or rejection. Building emotional intimacy takes time and intentionality. It grows through honest communication, active listening, and consistent emotional support. This deep connection enhances physical intimacy, making it more meaningful because it's rooted in trust and genuine understanding. Prioritizing emotional closeness means valuing the heart-to-heart moments. Whether it's sharing a quiet conversation, showing empathy during difficult times, or celebrating successes together. When emotional and physical intimacy are balanced, they create a powerful synergy that nurtures both partners and sustains the relationship through challenges and growth. Number 7. Boundaries matter. Respecting boundaries builds mutual respect and safety. Boundaries are a fundamental part of healthy relationships. They serve as invisible lines that define where one person's comfort, needs, and limits begin and end. Respecting these boundaries is crucial because it shows that you honor her autonomy and individuality. Boundaries can be emotional, such as needing space to process feelings, physical, like preferences around touch or personal space, or even mental, involving topics or discussions that may be off limits at certain times. When you respect her boundaries consistently, you build a foundation of trust and safety where both people feel free to be themselves, without fear of judgment or overstepping. This mutual respect creates a positive dynamic where communication flows openly and vulnerability becomes possible. Ignoring or violating boundaries, on the other hand, can lead to discomfort, resentment, and emotional distance. Healthy boundaries are not walls that separate, but bridges that connect, showing that you care enough to listen and honor her limits. Setting and maintaining boundaries also reflects your own emotional maturity and self-respect, which in turn encourages her to do the same, fostering a balanced and respectful partnership. Number 8. Women often value shared experiences, and quality time strengthens bonds. Shared experiences are the moments that weave to people's lives together, creating memories and deepening emotional connection. Many women especially value quality time, not just the quantity of hours spent together, but the meaningfulness of those moments, engaging in activities that both enjoy. having heartfelt conversations, or simply being present without distractions fosters a sense of closeness and belonging. Quality time is about prioritizing each other, showing that the relationship matters enough to dedicate focused attention and energy. These shared experiences allow you to discover more about each other's personalities, values, and dreams, which builds trust and emotional intimacy over time. Whether it's cooking a meal together, going for a walk, or just sitting in quiet companionship, these moments create a shared narrative that strengthens your bond. Prioritizing quality time communicates love and commitment in a way that words alone often can't, helping the relationship grow in depth and resilience. Number 9. Understanding hormonal cycles can improve patience and empathy. Hormonal cycles, such as the menstrual cycle and related fluctuations, influence many aspects of a woman's emotional, mental, and physical experience throughout the month. These natural biological rhythms can cause shifts in mood, energy levels, concentration, and even social interaction preferences. Recognizing and understanding these cycles can be a powerful tool for fostering greater patience and empathy in your relationship. Instead of responding with frustration or misunderstanding when she seems more sensitive, tired, or withdrawn, knowing the underlying reasons helps you approach the situation with compassion and support. This doesn't mean excusing behavior, but rather appreciating that these changes are natural and temporary. It allows you to adapt your responses, maybe offering more space, lending a listening ear, or simply being gentle and present. This awareness shows emotional maturity and attentiveness, which can deepen trust and connection. When she feels understood and supported through these natural cycles, it creates a safer, more compassionate emotional environment that strengthens your bond and builds lasting intimacy. Number 10. Safety and security are often top priorities. In relationships, safety and security, both emotional and physical, are fundamental needs in any healthy relationship. For many women, feeling safe is a prerequisite for opening up, being vulnerable, and investing fully in the partnership. Emotional safety means knowing that your feelings, thoughts, and boundaries will be respected without fear of judgment, dismissal, or retaliation. Physical safety means feeling protected and cared for in all interactions. Security also encompasses reliability and consistency, knowing that your partner's actions align with their words, and that you can count on them in times of stress or challenge. This sense of security encourages openness and honesty, making it easier to resolve conflicts constructively and deepen intimacy. Prioritizing safety means actively cultivating trust through clear communication, empathy, and respect. It requires mindfulness about how your words and actions impact her sense of well-being. When a relationship offers a stable foundation of safety and security, it becomes a sanctuary where both partners can grow, heal, and thrive together over the long term. Number 11. Women tend to process feelings internally, so patience and openness are crucial. Many women naturally process their emotions internally before expressing them outwardly. This means they might need time and space to sort through their feelings, reflect on what's happening, and understand their own emotional experience before sharing it. For a partner, recognizing this tendency is essential. Patience becomes a key virtue here. You can't rush the process or expect immediate answers. Instead, offering a calm, open presence shows that you're willing to wait and be there without pressure or judgment. Openness on your part means creating a safe emotional environment where she feels comfortable eventually sharing when she's ready. This dynamic of patience and openness helps build trust and deepens emotional connection, showing her that you respect her inner process and value her feelings, even when they're not immediately visible. Number 12. Nonverbal cues communicate volumes. Pay attention to body language and tone. Communication is about far more than just words. In fact, much of what is expressed happens through nonverbal signals, body language, facial expressions, eye contact, posture, and tone of voice. These subtle cues often reveal true feelings and attitudes that words alone might mask. Being attuned to these signals allows you to understand her better and respond more empathetically. For example, crossed arms might suggest defensiveness or discomfort, while avoiding eye contact could indicate insecurity or hesitation. The tone of her voice can convey emotions like frustration, sadness, or affection even if her words don't explicitly say so. Paying close attention to these nonverbal messages helps you pick up on what she might be feeling beneath the surface, which can guide your responses in a way that feels supportive and validating. Developing this sensitivity strengthens your communication and creates a deeper emotional bond. Number 13. Women appreciate honesty when combined with kindness. Honesty is a cornerstone of any healthy and lasting relationship, but it's not just about speaking the truth, it's about how you communicate that truth. Women often deeply appreciate honesty that is delivered with kindness, empathy, and respect. This means choosing your words carefully, being mindful of her feelings, and approaching difficult conversations with compassion rather than bluntness or criticism. Honest communication wrapped in kindness builds a safe emotional space where she feels valued and heard, not attacked or dismissed. It shows that you care not only about transparency, but also about maintaining her emotional well-being. When you balance honesty with sensitivity, it encourages openness and vulnerability from both sides, strengthening trust and intimacy. Over time, this approach fosters a relationship where difficult topics can be discussed openly without fear, allowing both partners to grow and support each other authentically. Number 14. Independence is important. Supporting her personal goals shows respect. Independence is a vital aspect of a fulfilling and healthy relationship. Many women cherish having their own identity, ambitions, and interests outside of the partnership. Supporting her personal goals, whether they involve career aspiration, educational pursuits, creative passions, or self-improvement, demonstrates that you respect her as a whole person, not just as a partner. This kind of support means actively encouraging her dreams, celebrating her successes, and understanding when she needs space and time to focus on her growth. It also involves being her cheerleader when she faces challenges, providing emotional encouragement and practical help when needed. Honoring her independence fosters mutual respect and equality, creating a balanced relationship where both partners can thrive individually and together. When you support her autonomy, you invite her to do the same for you, building a partnership grounded in trust, respect, and shared encouragement for each other's growth. Number 15. Conflict resolution benefits from calm, respectful dialogue. Conflict is an inevitable part of any relationship, but the way you approach it can make all the difference between growth and damage. When disagreements arise, responding with calmness and respect helps transform conflict into an opportunity for deeper understanding rather than division. Staying calm means managing your own emotions, first taking a breath, pausing before speaking, and avoiding reactive or defensive behavior. Respectful dialogue requires listening attentively without interrupting, acknowledging her perspective even if you disagree, and choosing your words thoughtfully to avoid blame, sarcasm, or harsh criticism. Focus on the issue at hand instead of personal attacks, and use I statements to express how you feel without accusing or putting her on the defensive. This approach invites cooperation rather than confrontation and encourages both partners to work together towards solutions. Over time, practicing calm and respectful conflict resolution not only resolves specific problems, but also builds a foundation of trust, mutual respect, and emotional safety. It shows that you value the relationship enough to communicate thoughtfully and work through challenges constructively. Number 16. Emotional availability matters. Be present and attentive. Emotional availability is the ability and willingness to be present with your partner on a deep emotional level. It goes beyond simply being physically there. It means actively tuning into her feelings, thoughts, and needs with genuine care and empathy. Being emotionally available requires vulnerability, On your part, a readiness to engage even when conversations get difficult or when you don't have immediate solutions. It's about listening deeply without judgment, validating her experiences, and responding with compassion. This presence reassures her that she can trust you with her authentic self, creating a safe space where she feels seen and valued. Emotional availability also means noticing subtle cues, changes in tone, body language, or mood, and responding sensitively. When you consistently show up emotionally, you foster a strong bond that can withstand life's stresses and challenges. It strengthens intimacy, builds trust, and makes the relationship a true partnership based on mutual understanding and support. Number 17. Small acts of kindness build trust and deepen connection. In any relationship, it's often the small, thoughtful gestures that carry the most weight over time. These acts don't need to be grand or expensive. Sometimes a simple text to check in, making her favorite drink, helping out with a chore without being asked, or offering a genuine compliment can speak volumes. These consistent, small demonstrations of kindness show that you're attentive, caring, and invested in the relationship. They build trust by creating a sense of reliability. She knows you're someone who thinks of her and is willing to put in the effort to make her life a little easier or brighter. Over time, these small actions accumulate, deepening the emotional bond and creating a foundation of warmth and safety. Kindness also has a ripple effect that encourages openness and generosity in return, fostering a positive cycle of mutual care and connection. When kindness becomes a natural part of your daily interactions, it strengthens your relationship's resilience and nurtures a loving, supportive partnership. Number 18. Recognizing and validating feelings fosters closeness. One of the most essential components of emotional intimacy is the ability to recognize and validate your partner's feelings. This means truly hearing what she is expressing, whether through words, tone, or body language, and acknowledging those emotions as legitimate and important. Validation doesn't require agreement or immediate problem solving. Rather, it's about showing empathy and acceptance, saying, in essence, I see you, and your feelings matter to me. For example, if she's upset or stressed, instead of dismissing her feelings or rushing to fix the situation, you can say something like, I understand this is really hard for you, or it makes sense you'd feel that way. This kind of emotional support creates a safe environment where she feels comfortable being vulnerable and honest. When feelings are validated consistently, it reduces emotional distance and fosters trust because she knows she won't be judged or ignored. This validation deepens your connection by making her feel truly seen and understood, which is fundamental for a lasting, intimate relationship. Number 19. Humor and playfulness enhance relationships and ease tension. Humor and playfulness are often underestimated but incredibly powerful tools in building and maintaining a healthy relationship. Sharing laughter creates a unique emotional bond that fosters closeness and joy. When couples can joke, tease lightly, and have fun together, it cultivates a sense of safety and comfort, allowing both partners to relax and be authentic. Playfulness encourages spontaneity and creativity, breaking the monotony of daily routines and keeping the relationship fresh and exciting. Moreover, humor acts as a natural tension reliever during stressful or difficult moments. Instead of escalating conflicts or letting frustration build, a well-timed joke or playful gesture can lighten the mood, shift perspectives, and remind both partners that they're on the same team. It's important, however, to ensure that humor is always kind and inclusive, avoiding sarcasm or jokes at each other's expense. When humor and playfulness are woven into the fabric of your relationship, they not only enhance emotional intimacy, but also build resilience, helping you both navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and joy. Number 20. Growing together through challenges strengthens love and partnership. Challenges are an inevitable part of any long-term relationship, but they can serve as powerful catalysts for growth and deeper connection. when approached with the right mindset. Facing difficulties, whether personal struggles, external stressors, or disagreements, provides opportunities for couples to learn more about themselves and each other. Growth through adversity requires open communication, mutual empathy, and a shared commitment to work through problems collaboratively rather than placing blame. It involves embracing vulnerability, admitting mistakes, and being willing to adapt and change for the betterment of the partnership. When couples navigate challenges together, they build trust and reinforce the foundation of their relationship. These shared experiences create a narrative of perseverance and teamwork that strengthens emotional bonds. Over time, this collective growth fosters a deeper sense of love, respect, and appreciation for each other's resilience. By viewing challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for growth, couples cultivate a lasting partnership rooted in mutual support and enduring love. By embracing these insights with kindness and respect, you can build a healthier, more fulfilling relationship. Remember, the goal is mutual understanding and growth, not control. Relationships thrive on respect, empathy, and genuine connection. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more relationship wisdom inspired by experts like Dr. Laura Berman. See you next time.